My destination today is a fortified rock shelter, for lack of a better way to put it. This is in the Big South Fork. It is a rock shelter that has been walled up and with rocks to fortify it, and I have no idea who did it or why.
All right, so the bad
or
thing
when.
is I've gotten started late, only about an hour and a half left before dark, and it's hard to work a full-time job and still have hobbies, you know. But I'm gonna get out here and hopefully find it before it gets dark. And if it gets dark while I'm out here, that's not a big deal. I have a light and pretty well know my way back, I think. Obviously, someone spent a lot of time boarding up, or rather rocking up, this rock shelter, and it's not really clear why that they would have done that. My first thought was moonshiners, but as I've learned more about moonshine still sites in the Big South Fork, this doesn't really fit. It's not really that big, and there's not really water close by. The closest water source is the creek, which is right below us, and not that far away really. But typically these moonshine still sites in the Big South Fork, there would be water right there under the rock shelter where the still was at. So there's no sign of humans being here at all. I mean, obviously humans did this, but there's no trash, there's no garbage, typical of what you would have found in the 20th century when folks were occupying these rock shelters here in the Big South Fork for whatever reason. So I don't know, did kids do this just playing around? They went to a lot of effort if they did. Did someone live in here at some point? That's hard to imagine, but at this point I really have no idea. Another thing that's interesting, this rock shelter is, by the way, really dry. A lot of rock shelters in the Big South Fork seep water, and this one does not. But one thing that's really interesting are all these rock on the floor of this rock shelter, and they're really fine rock, almost like gravel, and you don't see that. I'm not saying that that's not natural. I think it is, but you just don't see that in many rock shelters in the Big South Fork. So, and you can tell it goes up there a little bit further than my light will reach, and it gradually gets smaller and smaller as it goes back there. And I wish I were enough of a geologist to know what is so white and shiny here on the ceiling. I've often wondered that. I had no idea. But anyway, I could probably crawl to the back of it, but I don't really have any desire to do that. There are spiders back there.